Hello and welcome to the Ellen Made Book Club. Today I'm doing the rapid fire tag and I'm gonna try my best to do it rapid fire. We'll see how that goes. I think this is an older tag that's been revived, but I've been tagged by 3 people so far, by Pat at Book Chat with Pat and Catherine at Raspberry Reads and Novel Insights, and I just have to get going now if this is gonna be a rapid tag. So number 1 is ebook or physical book. Definitely physical. I don't like ebooks. Paperback or hardback. Paperback. They're much nicer to hold and not as heavy and hard. Number 3 is online or in-store book shopping. I definitely prefer in-store book shopping. I like to touch things and see how they feel, and I want to be able to look into the pages and see the font size and just get a good feeling for the book before I buy it. And you also can't see the size when you order online, and sometimes that's not been very good for me. Number 4, trilogies or series. I'm gonna have to say trilogies. I think I like series, but I think that 3 is a good number. It doesn't have to be any longer than that. Number 5, heroes or villains. I like a hero, but I think I prefer villains, or the person who isn't necessarily the best person. I just like to get into their heads, and I don't think that there is a lot of black or white in this world. I enjoy the gray areas and the dark and murky waters and just, getting a look into the head of the villain. I think that's very interesting. Number 6 is a book you want everyone to read. And for this one, I'm going to have to say 2. I'm going to say The Mare by Angharad Hampshire, which is very much what I just mentioned with getting into the head of someone who you would say is a villain. And the other book is Disability Visibility, which is an anthology edited by Alice Wong, and I am about 1/3 of the way through this, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far, and I think this is a book that everyone should read. It has a lot of insight into the experience of having a disability, and I think it's fantastic, and everyone should read it. Okay. Recommend an underrated book. Okay, I've definitely mentioned this before, but I think it's underrated, and that is The Maiden by Kate Foster. It was longlisted for the Women's Prize, so it's there is some quality here, but last time I checked, it did not have a lot of ratings on Goodreads at all. It has a high average rating, but not a lot of people seem to be reading it, and I thought this was delightful and fun and has depth and good story, and I think this was great. Okay. Let's see. The last book I finished was The Chain by Shimen Suleiman, which is a memoir about a woman who has been in a relationship with a man who's very abusive to her and a lot of other women. Number 10 is Weirdest Thing You've Used as a Bookmark. I don't think I tend to use very weird things as bookmarks. I use bookmarks and sort of postcards and pieces of paper of different kinds. Maybe a letter from some official letter or a receipt or something. I don't know. I don't have a fun answer for that one. I skipped one, I think. Number 9. Number 9 is The Last Book You Bought, and that was Pet by Catherine Chidgey. This is set in New Zealand and follows a girl who wants to be her teacher's pet, but there are weird things starting to happen, and I'm very intrigued to read that one. I'm stressed. Okay. 11. Used books, yes or no? Yes, definitely yes. Why would you say no? Okay. Number 12. Top 3 favorite genres. I think I would say contemporary fiction, if that's a genre. Historical fiction, and maybe fantasy, or myth retellings in sort of magical realism. I don't know. I guess I'll say those. Number 13, borrow or buy. Both. I have been starting to use my library a lot more, and I love that. I love that I can suggest books for them to buy, and so then I can read them and then return them, and if I like them I can buy them, but and other people can read them, and I think that's fantastic. And I also like having books on my bookshelf that there's no deadline on. So, and I don't really borrow books from like other people, so it's library or buying them. And I don't know, I can't choose. If I had to choose one, I guess I would choose the library, because I don't know, but they don't always buy the books that I want, so I don't know. I guess buy. 14, character or plot. I want both. I can't choose character or plot. I don't know. As long as one of them is really good, I can do either. Like if it's very character focused, as long as it's well done, I can enjoy that. And if there's more focus on the plot and not a lot of focus on the characters, I can enjoy that too. I think, I don't know, as long as one or the other is well done, that's fine. Okay, number 15, long or short books. Short books. 16, long or short chapters. Short chapters. Number 17, name the first 3 books you think of. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The Lord of the Rings by Tolkien. And Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Number 18, books that make you laugh or cry. I don't have any specific books, but I think that the times that I do cry is usually when someone is missing someone that they loved, or when they are making some big like sacrifice for love in one way or the other, or when there is like an impossible decision to make in terms of like humanity and like what you don't want to have to choose. I don't know, those sort of things that I tear up at, I think. When people have to make impossible choices and sacrifice something for love or just for humanity, I think. Okay, 19, our world or fictional worlds. I'm gonna have to say our world, but I'm also happy to read something with like our world, but with a twist on it, and like with a speculative thing or magical realism or some kind of imagined twist to our world. 20 is audiobooks, yes or no? Definitely yes. Love audiobooks. 21, do you ever judge a book by its cover? All the time, absolutely. 22 is book to movie or book to TV adaptations. I think I'm gonna say movie. I like having the option of getting through a story like quite quickly if I want to, and I also think that there's so much in a book that can't really be portrayed in a movie anyway, like unless you want to have a voiceover track for someone's thoughts. But I think that like it doesn't, I think the ones that make the best movie adaptations are the ones with a lot of plot and a lot of like action, and yeah. So I don't know, I loved Big Little Lies as a TV adaptation, so anything, as long as it's good, I don't care. 23 is a movie or TV adaptation you preferred more than the book. I'm gonna have to say The Lord of the Rings, which I haven't read the whole books, but I tried reading the first one and I didn't get very far. I thought it was very like slow, and there were a lot of other things that at the time at least I wasn't interested in reading. I wanted more of the plot, I think, and so I think that I prefer the movies, at least for now. Series or standalones? I'm gonna have to choose standalones for that one, I think. I like having a lot of variation in my reading, and so I like reading different things, and so if there's too much of one thing, it's too much. So standalones, rapid fire. Okay, I'm gonna stop. 25 is to tag others. So I don't know who's done this. I'm gonna tag Gina at the Library Mouse, Kat at the Cat Bite, Shay at A Book Affair, Bryndis at Bryndis Daughter of Gunnar, and Melinda at A Web of Stories. Okay. Okay, I think I did pretty good. This is the quickest I've ever filmed an entire video, so well done me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I can do quick things. Okay.